One Book, One City is just going to be a citywide book club. Imagine reading a book and having the author there to discuss how she came up with the characters, who her favorite character is, give you tips on writing, things like that. Being able to actually open and ask her questions on your favorite part or any advice she can give you. So I think One Book, One City can grow into One Book, One Community, One Book, One County. I think there's so many opportunities to happen through words and through literacy. I selected Wanda Morris for the One Book, One City campaign because after reading the advanced copy of her book, I felt that it was just a great opportunity to open up a citywide discussion to touch on many topics while still being humorous, while still easing things up a little bit, kind of bringing a mystery thriller in, but still staying true to where we can, as a community, talk about things that sometimes we're not always willing to talk about.
So, All Our Little Secrets, I like to describe it as, it's a book despite all the body count. It really is a story about love and loss and family and redemption. It's the story of Elise Littlejohn. She is the lone black female in her company. She has a very successful position. She has a great group of friends. But she goes into the office one morning and she discovers her boss dead. And she does what many people consider the unthinkable. She actually walks away without calling the authorities. And she does that because she has a dark cache of secrets, including a small town past and a younger brother who spent some time on the other side of the law. Soon after, she is promoted to replace her boss, who was found dead. And that's when things really start to heat up. People begin to gossip, and the police begin to investigate. And her life starts to unravel as she uncovers a really dark and sinister secret going on inside the company.
You can expect a lot of twists and turns, a lot of secrets. You're not going to want to put the book down. You're going to also get opportunities to delve into some things that are like happening in the world today. So it'll be some realistic part to it. Wanda Morris being from Atlanta, or being from Georgia, she actually ties in places as you're reading. It's always great to know, oh, I recognize that place. You're going to feel some familiarity with what's going on in the world around her, because a lot of it does take place in Georgia.
I always knew I wanted to write a book about a very complicated black woman. I knew that I wanted to deal with what it's like to be black and female, or just being female in corporate America. And so while I didn't set out and say, I'm going to write about these specific topics, I think all these topics that are in the book are a result of being a woman in corporate America, of being black in this country. I think what makes a book relatable are the characters. Do those characters touch the reader? Do those characters resonate? Do those characters help open up knowledge and offer a different perspective or insight for the reader?
My vision for One Book, One City is to continue to grow. The more we do it as a community, to have more participants, I want us all to come together through words. I want One Book, One City to not only be an adult book choice, but I would love to see us have a middle grade, young adult section, whether that's us reading with middle grade and adults together, or whether that's them reading separately, giving the opportunity from our youth to actually have a voice. I think it's important for us to be able to listen to the youth, to see what they're going through, to see what interests them. And I think we can do that through reading. So I would love to see one of the next books be a duel where it not only is interesting for our younger audience, but for an adult audience, and to come together.
I hope that All Her Little Secrets opens up a dialogue. There are a lot of issues beyond just kind of the secrets that are encapsulated in the book, but there are a lot of issues, topics, things that I think are really relatable to what's going on in our culture today. And I hope it opens up a dialogue for people to have a civil conversation about what we can do if you're not part of the solution, then you don't want to be part of the problem either. Join me in Powder Springs, Georgia on June 14th at 6 p.m. at the Thurman Springs Amphitheater for an evening of twisted mystery and riveting conversation. I'll be signing books and taking all your questions. My name is Wanda Morris, and I approve this message.